Every day as a small business owner feels like solving a puzzle. One moment you're cruising along, and the next, there's a shipping snag that has you scrambling. But here's a surprise you will like. With Progressive, small business owners save 13% on their commercial auto insurance when they pay in full. So go ahead, surprise yourself. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why customers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Truckers aren't just moving goods. They're making sure bakers get their chocolate chips and hotels get their tiny soaps. But truckers can't do this if they're not on the road. That's why Progressive has over 360 heavy truck employees to help truckers stay on time and on track. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
You're listening to the Chatty Daddies podcast.
Welcome to another episode of the Chatty Daddies, everybody.
Whoa, what's this voice?
I don't know.
Hey, coming at you. Turn us up in the headphones right here, Chatty Daddies.
My son the other day asked me, how come you don't have a radio voice, Dad? And I said, thank you for hitting something that I've been very self-conscious about my entire radio career. And he goes, what? And I was like, I don't think I have a radio voice.
Times have changed.
They do.
But also, I would say the DJ that you are is different than the DJ that plays music that might need to have that little different pep in their step when they're talking, because you're doing long form, 10 minutes long segments. Conversations,
radio.
Whereas the other guy's like, hey, coming up at 7:20, we're giving away tickets, but right now, Bruno Mars.
Right.
They got to have a little bit different voice.
I get told a lot that they're like, oh, I could hear you have a voice for radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I never know if I should take that as a compliment or not, because all I really think it is that men set the bar so low on inflection in their voice that just because I have a little bit of I'm a bubbly, over the top kind of person, like, oh yeah, I can hear you. You're supposed to be in the radio. You have a radio voice.
Well, I actually used to do those shows before I got this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I did tell him a story that I hadn't told him before. The reason I got the job with the Kid Craddock Morning Show was because I had been going in with my program director, and this is a little behind the scene in the radio world. We used to go basically over our tapes, our shows. So you would tape your show or put it on CD, and then you'd go to your program director and you'd go over it, and then they would tell you what you did wrong and what you need to fix and this and that. My program director that gave me my shot had gotten fired, and this new guy came in, and he, on one of our first sessions, he goes, I don't like how you deliver it. Have you guys seen Howard Stern, the Howard Stern movie?
No.
Private Parts.
Private Parts. There's this very famous scene in there where they're
WNBC.
I thought that was just a movie. I had my very own similar WNBC moment because I said, what am I doing wrong? And he goes, I need you to say, you just go, Channel 933, San Diego's #1 hit music station. I need you to say, Channel 933, San Diego's #1 hit music station, just like that. And I go, that's That's not me, bro. That's like
that's gonna be a hard sell.
I can't. That's not in me. I'm not like I feel really cheesy, and I was really honest with him. We were having a conversation. I was like, I feel really cheesy doing it like that because that's not in my MO. And he goes, well, what are you trying to do? And I said, I'm trying to be their friend. Like I want them to think we're friends in the car, or like if they're. And he goes, that's why you're not gonna make it in radio.
Oh,
and so I said, okay, it looks like I'm not gonna work out here. So I went and looked for a job and found kids job posting.
Nice.
And he actually liked my delivery.
Yeah.
So it worked out
Different
for him in
vibe.
the end. Yeah.
But don't you love it when someone tries to be funny and they're like, "Oh, and you've got a face for radio." Y'all ever get that?
Oh, I've got
That's
that.
great. Love
Yeah.
it.
Here's the one that's very specific to a small piece of the pie. I worked for the University of North Texas College radio station. UNT is the shortened version of that. Radio in general, you have either a W or a K followed by three other letters. The
boy.
WKRP in Cincinnati, whatever it is. KACL Fraser.
KHKS.
KHK. WFAA. So,
WNBC.
So there you go. And so the running joke in anybody that talks about, if I like, oh yeah, I was at the radio station for the University of North Texas, they're like, oh, was it KUNT?
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious.
So funny.
That kind of is funny.
It's KNTU. It was North Texas University when they started the radio station, so like it wasn't university. And so it's the same along the same lines as face for radio, and I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
they probably should.
Thank you for calling me ugly guy I just met. That we have no sort of friendship.
I will say,
Really stopped this conversation from going anywhere.
And by the way, you are about a 4, so you have nowhere.
Well,
to
you
talk.
know what, Steve? You got a face for finance. How about that?
UNT
Okay.
did have a good viral video or good viral photo because they were selling
The cups,
the
coffee cups.
They had coffee cups, and I don't think this was intentional. They had coffee cups in the university bookstore.
I got one.
It's a the white cylinder with the green UNT on it. They also made the handle that
Green.
same color of green, so at the right angle,
Yeah.
that handle looks like a C,
Right.
like a capital C.
So, yeah, we had that cup. My wife,
Yeah.
because she graduated from UNT, and I was like, that cup is hilarious. I want it.
That is funny.
So, are we turning a corner in my house?
What's going
so
on?
that my daughter wants to play sports? My daughter has not been a big team sports person. We've tried we've tried soccer a few times. It just didn't take. She'd run out on the field and just stand there and not want to do it.
Right.
She never looked forward to it. She's gotten into dance. She liked that. She's gotten into cheer. She likes that. But now she heard that some of her friends were going to play basketball this summer. So she's going to join the basketball team.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And last night, it was a wonderful moment. Core memory for sure. We're in the driveway. Yeah, we'll just shoot some hoops. We'll try and practice. Her first kind of quote unquote practice with Blair and I in the driveway. And she tries a couple times to shoot it, and she made her first basket.
Whoa.
It was wonderful. And she celebrated by doing a cartwittle.
On the basketball court?
I hope she does that on the court.
Has to.
I wonder if do you tee her up? You're like,
No, you go for it. If anyone makes a basket at her age, that's great.
Let 'em.
Let's do a cartwheel.
Please don't give them technical fouls, referees.
Are we at 8-foot goal?
I think it's 8. It might be like 7.5.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, it's shorter.
So we could dunk on it?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that's pretty tall for a little kid. She's
totally.
not too tall.
Totally.
So, but yeah, so we're excited about that. It's coming up soon. And so now my son is like, oh, I can coach her, teach her these things. And it's
Totally.
like, we just need her to dribble.
Yeah.
And if she can shoot it up straight, we're good.
Right.
Like we're not, because Davis always tries to get fancy and tries to dribble between his legs.
Sure.
And he's not that great at it, but he tries to.
That's
and
great.
he thinks he's good at it.
I mean,
So
in
it's
his
pretty
head,
funny.
it looks good.
Yeah.
I remember one time because Kason played like on a basketball team when he was like 7 years old, I think it was. And they had the goals up at 10 feet, and they couldn't find the tool to get them down to
Right.
their level. When I tell you it was like pulling teeth watching that game.
Yeah.
The final score, guys, and I'll never forget this, was 2-0.
You can't play.
Wow.
It's 3 feet is what? Hang on, that's almost
Bro.
45% of.
They couldn't get the ball to
Yeah.
even hit the rim.
No way. And that's a 40-minute game or something.
Oh my
you know?
It was just running, air ball, turnover, running, air ball, rebound, air ball, hit the rim, yeah, air ball, run over. Finally, one kid in the third quarter hit one. And that was the only points we scored.
It.
I was like, dang.
They earned their juices and orange slices
man.
that day.
I was like, never again. If we can't get the goals back down, we are not playing.
Trey, I've been wanting to ask, how's the minivan?
It's great.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Is it great? Because what?
It's the minivan is a great product. It is a wonderful way with like plenty of room for luggage. You've got plenty of room for people. Very comfortable, spacious. Cup holders out the wazoo.
Yes.
I have it might have 15 cup holders.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's great. But right now with gas, it's not my favorite thing.
Sure.
But it's a great car. But that gas should have saw this coming.
Do we not have an EV van out there yet?
Listen,
there is. Volkswagen has one.
Volkswagen. Oh, I've seen it. It looks like
It's the bus, the Volkswagen bus.
Kia, I have a Kia Carnival as well. They do have a EV, and I wanted to go.
The EV9.
I was going to do mid row. I feel like they have the Carnival that is the.
Oh, they have a van that is.
I think so. I feel like I saw one the other day, but they at least have hybrids for sure. My car wasn't going to make it to the dealership. Like my old car wasn't going to make it to the dealership that had the EV, had the hybrid one. So I just was like, I'm done here. If you guys will take this car off my hands because I can't get it back home, I'll buy your car. So
and you did.
I was kind of in a.
I rented one for work recently, and whenever we go on a vacation and stuff, we rent a minivan.
Yeah.
And so I was just reminded recently, like, man, this van is great.
It's top notch.
There's so much room, and it's great. It drives wonderful.
It's a Swiss Army knife. Like it's a great idea. Not everybody needs one. I understand. You can make fun of it easily, but the things that I need to do, it's perfect.
Yeah, the stage of life you're in, it works out wonderful. Yeah. I was just curious.
Okay, so I went out, had a little dad on dad time.
Okay.
Yeah, we went out and we saw the Dallas Stars. Yeah. We went out and watched
no kids?
No kids. Just me, one other dad, and went out, had dinner, and went to this place called Cosm.
Yeah,
Cosm. Just Cosm.
Yeah. It's so cool. It's like the Sphere in Vegas, but smaller version.
Yeah, and it was great. It was fun to watch, fun to get to hang out with another dude, talk parenting, talk about sports, whatever. At the end of dinner, we're like, let's just go over to go watch the hockey game. Like, we'll go sit down. We didn't get dessert or anything. Then we get there and we're like, the other guy's like, you want to get like dessert or something? Okay, yeah. Am I allowed to split dessert with another man? I want to know. So wait. I'd like to go back to, there are things that like from my childhood that were like, oh, you're going to be gay if you do that.
Sure.
Like, we had to have a seat in between us at the movie theaters. Back when you got to sit wherever you wanted in movie theaters, guys would have a seat to space out between them. Couldn't sit next to each other on the bleachers. You have to sit on different levels.
You couldn't kiss each other.
Sure. It got brought up almost daily.
At a sleepover, you had to sleep feet to head.
Yeah.
And so they're just like a number of those things. Like I can't bake cookies. Anyway, this was one of those things that he was like, I was like, I can't split dessert with another man. I
think it depends on the dessert.
Listen here. Desserts, restaurants fix this. Because your desserts are either incredibly large, like too big for one person, or they're so tiny.
So small, they're not worth the price.
They're not worth the price. So somewhere in the middle is where we need you. Here, I think it's fine, Trey. I have shared dessert with my friends, but I do ask, hey, I need you to bring us 2 plates because me and him we're not going in together and tapping spoons. We're gonna split it and put it in our little plates, and we're not gonna look gay.
And I said I got past it. I was
what
like,
was it?
Just take a deep breath. Just you don't. This is old school thinking. You need to not be like that.
The dessert does matter too. What'd you get?
I go get whatever you want. I'll have some of it. Just I don't like nuts, preferably not nuts. So he orders the milkshake.
No, he did not.
Bro, no,
he did not.
That's not a dessert. That's a drink.
He didn't order the
milkshake. Okay, I was like, that has to not be true.
He was
because
trolling.
in my mind, I'm thinking
double straws.
No, I'm thinking acceptable desserts to split. Churros.
Yep.
Maybe a cake.
Yeah.
Maybe a pie. But if it's ice cream based, you can't split ice cream.
And
So
because there's saliva that's mixing in there.
And you can't
Interesting.
split. Speaking of cakes, the one cake you can't split as guys is tiramisu. It's just
Okay,
It
that's-
sounds too French.
it's
and
kind
European.
of a liquidy cake, too.
Yeah, so that one no.
So he decides to go with the ice cream sandwich.
You could cut an
Very-
ice cream
very
sandwich.
good. Yes, and I go, okay, yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Easily split, whatever. Even if it's just a break and half, take it. I don't
Yeah.
care. He's got clean hands. Doesn't matter to me. But it comes already cut in 3 slices, like it's got 3 triangles, and it looks delicious, like drizzled in honey, and it was like a brownie cookie. It was it
come
looked
on.
incredible. So there was these 3 triangles. So I eat one, and he eats one,
Mm-hmm.
and I go, all right, I'm going to ask for a fork because I want or a knife to cut through it. And I had to then again swallow my pride and be like, hey, can we get a fork? And we're surrounded by bros watching hockey.
Right.
And so there was a whole lot of internal strife for me to eat an ice cream sandwich. And I was like, boy, that is really sad for me to have to do that as a grown man.
You're a child of the 90s, Trey.
Yeah. I was like, this should not be I hope my children don't have to sit there and be like, am I going to be called gay? It was a terrible feeling. It doesn't matter.
But you got a fork and you split it.
But it was what was inside of me. Yeah.
Life was good.
There was no trouble at all. It is
Yeah.
all just psychological from years past. Nobody's going to really care or remember or anything.
You know what? There's probably a couple dudes sitting around y'all in their hockey jerseys looking over, jealous that they didn't order
Right.
the ice cream sandwich because they didn't want their bros to think it was a little dicey.
Sure.
And they did absolutely told each other those guys are gay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, and I do want to say, happy to announce that boys calling themselves that is still happening very frequently in middle school.
That's still a
They're still
derogatory
throwing it-
term.
Yeah, they're still throwing it out there. I'm like, what is? So
Are they-
nothing's changed.
Are we throwing out the F slur?
No,
Is that as predominant as it was when I was growing up?
I haven't heard that one. It's more of the friendlier
the
that's
G
gay.
one. Yeah.
But that's about it. But I'm like, you guys understand? They're like the coolest people, and they have the best fashion, right? Like we know that.
Yeah, we get all their fashion from them 5 years later.
You guys are aware, like
Yeah.
they're the ones entertaining us and like making it happen.
Yeah.
So my son's going into high school, and there's this post I found because I'll be honest, my son, and he would admit this, he's a little socially awkward at times, and I think he struggles with acceptance, and so I'm trying to help him. And I found this post, and we've been reading it every day for a week because I want to prep him for high school. Because I see him when he goes and interacts with new people or boys. I see him trying, man. But I see the way other kids maybe are not as accepting of new kids. And so it makes him feel a little reluctant. And you get enough of those, it shuts you out completely, which is
Right.
where my son, I saw him getting there. And so I said, listen, we're going to work on these things from this article that I found. And I think it's going to help you not just with your friendships with guys, but girls and also adults. I told them we need to get better at eye contact. And this is all boys. All boys, we need to fix this. Eye contact. Yes,
Okay,
Trey.
This is something I have wanted to question. Just bring up in general. You do your thing. Is this
So-
the whole thing is about eye contact?
No. This is
Just one.
That's little tidbits that we
Okay.
go over because, hey, we make sure, and I name all these things. And I give them the reason. But the reason eye contact is important is because if you don't have eye contact, it signals low confidence. And they found this in studies. Kids, other boys will view you as not confident. So I said, you got to start working on, if we're talking, just stare me in the eyes. Practice it with me and your mom, and it'll get easier. Because I struggled with that as a kid. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I was not good with eye contact at all. I was very look to the side. I was almost like a beaten dog at times.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. So we go through it together, and we have a conversation, and I'll just not say it, but I'll do my 2 fingers, and I'll just put them at my eyes so that he remembers. And we've been practicing. He's gotten better at it.
It's terrible. Eye contact.
hard.
Eye contact is terrible.
Terrifying. It's terrifying.
It's so uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
It makes me every once in a while I will have to Google what's wrong with me that I cannot make eye contact. It's something that I think about every single day is Trey, try to make more eye contact. Trey, you need to try
Yeah.
I write it down in my journal. I think about it. It is something that plagues me and I cannot fix it. And so if you have some sort of a tip
The reason I'm doing it with Kaysen is because I figured that it was so hard for me to learn, and I think I got better at it in college. I think I took like a speech class, and I did a theater class, and that helped me a lot because they teach you got to maintain eye contact with who you're doing a scene with, or if you're doing a speech, you have to make eye contact with the audience, and that's where I felt my eye contact actually get good.
I can see you saying how having more eye contact can at least show confidence.
Yeah, it's
because if I'm thinking of the CEO that's making a business deal across a table, he's probably making solid eye contact with who he's talking to, and he's probably not looking away or looking down.
Yeah. I mean, but I'll sit there and I'll try to practice it with you, JC. Not that you know that you're in on this, but I'm like, okay, just look at JC. He's going to end up looking at you. You'll be making eye contact with him.
Yeah.
And there's a good chance to try. And I mean, it is an involuntary reflex. As soon as you look at me, I'm like, oh my gosh, he thinks I'm looking at him. It plagues me and it hurts my soul that I can't be better at it. But continue with
So with Kaysen, I've been practicing. And the reason I'm doing this too is because he is now getting to the age of the looks maxer people are they're trying to reel my boy in. I know it. I know they're trying to reel the kids. They try to grab him at like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. And I don't want him to become a douchebag. Because that's
clavicular.
I hate them. I hate clavicular. And I know hate's a strong word, but I'll go ahead and say I hate that guy. I hate the message he sends children. Tate.
Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah.
Can't stand that guy. He's the OG guy. Yeah. So this is why when I found this article, it was almost like something holier was speaking to me, like, yo, let's get your boy, make sure he's locked in. The other thing I'm trying to focus with him daily on is speaking clearly. If you have a kid in middle school, how was your day?
Right.
Form words.
Yep.
Stop mumbling. It kills your presence. If you're mumbling, again, it shows no confidence. You have no presence. So we go over this. You got to go clear. Slow it down a little bit. Enunciate. And at first, he was fighting me with doing these things. But now every day, we do it without, I don't even say, hey, let's go through it. We just start a conversation, and I'm doing, and he knows.
Yeah.
And it's been getting better and better every day.
Can I give you a tip that I learned in theater since we just started talking about theater lessons for diction, for enunciating things? Put a pen or pencil in your mouth, like as far across. I don't want to. I'd grab someone's
I have
pen,
my own pen.
but you just put it all the way as far back as you can, and say your lines. You sound stupid and ridiculous.
I sound so stupid and ridiculous.
And you say a couple lines, and then after you take it out, you can kind of pronounce a little bit more.
Because now you have the freedom to do it again.
Yeah.
That's actually a good one.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think about making eye contact and
having a pen in your mouth
correctly, and making sure that I'm standing up straight.
Oh, yeah.
And making sure that I am sounding confident. I can't be a person. I don't think I can.
It's hard, dude. The other lesson from this article that I'm trying to put towards my son and to have him practice: listen more than you talk. You hear boys because I see them hanging out with their friends, and it is who talks the most is the winner. It's not about that. Instead of trying to get words out there and trying to be the leader of the conversation, social power is not. It's not about talking more. It's about understanding more. So sit back and only speak when you have something to say that actually contributes to a conversation. He actually does pretty well with that one, and people actually respect those who truly listen. When you've had somebody who remembers your name. Mm-hmm. And maybe you met them like an hour earlier and they come up and like, oh, so good to meet you, Trey. Don't you in your head go, dang, I don't even remember his name.
Yeah, I've always heard that everyone's favorite word is their own name.
Yeah.
So if you're walking by and you see that dad from school, you're like, hey, what's up, Jeff?
Yeah.
If Jeff knows that you know his name, like, oh, that's a big thing.
And that's all listening. And the reason, and we've talked about this before, I think a lot of people forget names because we are so self-conscious about how we're appearing when we meet somebody that
we're busy thinking about looking them in the eye.
Yeah, yeah. We're thinking about everything but them when they should be the focal point of your interaction with them. The other thing I told my son, and this is not something you can practice, but you got to respect boundaries because not everyone is your friend. Mm-hmm. There's acquaintances. You got to teach them to read signals and respect personal space. So don't assume everybody's just your friend and try to get all buddy-buddy. That's something that you have to basically climb to. So respect the boundaries. you also have to learn, and my son does well with this with girls, but not so much in sports. You have to handle rejection calmly.
Mm-hmm.
Rejection is basically going to happen for the rest of our lives. I still get rejected all the time. You know, hey, babe, tonight? No. All right, my bad. But you do have to learn how to handle that rejection calmly because not everyone is going to like you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's normal and that's okay. And he does that well with girls, but it's something about like when other dudes or when a team or sports, you get rejected, it hurts you. So you got to stay composed and just take it as it is and do what you got to do in private, whether you got to go punch a pillow or you got to go curse at a mirror, whatever you got to do. Also, you got to control your body language because you see a lot of teenage boys, a lot of young men. Ugh. If you have somebody who's a little more stoic and your posture's your head's held high, you're always looked at as a leader. If you stay calm under pressure, you're thinking before you're speaking. Your expressions are always calm, cool, and collected. People will respect you more. And I struggled with that a lot. Yes, Trey?
It's so.
This is advice Trey doesn't like.
No, I love all of it. This is all the things. You're listening. You're talking to a 16-year-old boy that has low self-confidence, doesn't look people in the eye, slumps his shoulders.
Yeah.
Like, I've read hundreds, so many books, articles. Everything tells me the exact same thing that you're saying right here, and I can't put it into practice. Like, I think of myself as like I cannot do it. I am now like I don't know how to teach my children this. Everything that I know that they're saying is right because I can't do it.
Well, I think here's a list of 10 things. Do 2 of them.
Right.
You know, like I don't know if anyone's expecting everyone to do every single thing perfectly all the time.
The easiest ones are the ones we started with, like the eye contact. You can practice every day with your son, and you guys know each other so well, and you love each other, so that it's easier to stare somebody in the eye who you care for, right?
Yes.
Because you know them. You know there's love, and there's no rejection coming your way. I think a lot of us avoid eye contact because of the rejection.
Yeah.
And all these they're little steps towards each thing. So that's why rejection's coming in so late because, you know, you'll start having to handle that rejection. The other one that we have is you have to choose friends wisely. This is so important. This is something you got to start from like 2 years old. He becomes what you surround yourself with.
Yeah,
or
that's
she
definitely,
becomes. That is the most important thing.
Definitely something I remember my parents saying. I'm like, whatever. My parents don't know this kid. And I remember there was a couple times that I wanted to go have a play date with a certain kid or spend the night at a certain kid's house. And they were just like, no. And now hindsight, 20 years later, it's like, yeah, my parents had a good read on that kid. I
100%.
was not seeing clearly on this.
And my son's starting to go out a little bit later now. I'm letting him on weekends sometimes because we have a neighborhood with kids and stuff. I told him, you could stay out till like 8:30, 9 o'clock if you ask. Because I don't want him to miss out. I remember being that kid. Yeah. My parents were so strict that I missed a lot. And I would go to school and I would hear about how much fun everyone had except me.
When you had to be home at 5 and everyone could stay out till 9.
And they were like, do you remember at 8:30 we jumped in that pool? And
especially if he's trustworthy enough, if he's earned it.
And I told him, you have 100% trust bank right now. You have not broken any trust with me. But I need you to, if you see your friends going to do something, like let's go break windows, walk away. Let's go do. If your stomach says this isn't right, walk away. And that's where choosing your friends wisely starts. Because if you choose them wisely, you won't find yourself in that situation. And I've gone down the roster of friends he has, and I've told him my opinion on each kid of who I see as a good person and who I think is headed down the wrong path, who I think needs help, and you can be that person for him. I do that with them every day. And also, and we already talked, I do this, it's the practicing real life conversations. Put the phone down, put the screens down. Not just you two together, but get in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. I think that has been one of the best things I've told them. I was like, go to your room. I know it's weird. It's, and I think girls could do this too. Go sit in front of a mirror and talk and see how your body language is and how your shoulders are and how your posture and your hand, what you do with your hands. I told them, walk in front of a mirror and see how you walk to see if do anything you feel uncomfortable with and everything you feel like you've been judged by, and go do it in front of a mirror. And then if you don't feel like it looks right, fix it. Because I did that. And he's been doing it. And so these are some of the things that I've been doing with my son. And I started doing it a couple weeks back. And I've noticed a difference with him.
Did he roll his eyes at first when he started
100%.
saying these?
Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, especially the talk in front of a mirror.
Like,
He didn't.
Dad,
He's like, oh, I want to talk to myself. No. And now I can hear him doing it.
Yeah.
And
he's also really tall for his age. Is he self-conscious about that at all?
so the problem with that is my son, everybody in his grade is like, I have a girlfriend or I'm dating this girl and this.
Yeah.
One. And honestly, it's just a title. They're not really doing
Yeah.
anything, right? Maybe to go to the movies together. It's just somebody you basically can say, that's my girlfriend. He has absolutely struggled this year with that. And I say, why do you think you... And I'm cool with him dating. Like, I know he's not going to do anything bad. And he said, girls say that they are scared of me because I'm tall. And I saw it at the mall once. A girl told him, you're not 14. And I kind of, as his dad, wanted to be like, the hell yes, he is. I saw him come, but I can't do that. I got to stay back. And he came over. I was like, oh, you're not lying. Girls absolutely are. They think you're
Skeptical.
15, 16 years old. So a 13, 14-year-old girl doesn't want a 15, 16-year-old boy hitting on her. That's weird.
Because, I've heard that people who are tall, it sounds like the best thing ever.
It does.
Right? But I've heard that they can get pretty self-conscious about it for these things. Or maybe their posture's not great because they're trying to be a little smaller.
Yeah.
And so
he does
it
struggle with
sounds
that,
wonderful,
Nick.
but I know it can be a lot sometimes.
And I tell him this, and this is with anybody. It's things that seem awful now or bad are going to be things you like about yourself later.
Totally.
Being weird, you hate it now. And we're all weird to some degree. You hate it now.
Win.
hopefully
Win.
super trash.
36 pushing 37.
I like that I'm weird, bro. I really do I'm weird.
I either want it to change or I want to accept it. Anyway,
But also
it's not about me.
But also being tall. I told him when you're in your 20s, you're gonna be the girls are gonna be like, that is a tall, handsome man.
And that is nothing that someone wants to hear now. Like,
No.
just wait till you're older.
Right.
No one wants to hear that advice, but it's very true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm entering that state. My son's going into high school. School's about to end. So I officially say I have a high schooler. So I'm getting even more super linear with my parenting with him because I got him for 4 years and I got to mold him into an adult.
You got a lot to do.
A man. I got my time is running out with this kid and I'm getting very emotional. I see the light, which to me is not a light. It's like a darkness at the end of the tunnel. But I just want my son to be okay. And I get so freaking scared. I think about it a lot. And so I'm trying to be as proactive as possible. And thank goodness I got a good kid who allows me to be a dad. Because I know there's other dads who would be like, yeah, JC, my son won't even let me do that. So I know I'm lucky that he's even,
having a conversation
with me and actually listening to me and not just rolling his eyes and walking away, which he absolutely could do. And I'm sure I probably did those things when I was a teenager. Well, hopefully that helps some other parents that are going through the similar stage in life that I'm in right now.
Switching gears a little bit.
Uh-huh.
My son's doing something, and part of me knows I should maybe not be angry, but I should not be okay with this. But part of me is like, it's kind of part of being a kid.
Right.
So there'll be times when and I know there can be some dangers to this, but there'll be some times where I know that he's not supposed to watch something on TV, and then I'll hear it in the other room. Good example. Recently, we were looking for something to watch on HBO Max, and I saw that one of the Batman movies from when I was a kid, Batman Forever, had 3/4 watched. It has the progress bar.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that. I know my wife has it. So
Is that George Clooney? No, Michael Keaton.
This one is Val Kilmer. And Jim Carrey was the Riddler.
Yeah.
It's my favorite one because I love Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Anyways, I saw a bunch of that had happened, and I could have gotten onto him. It's a PG-13 movie. He's not supposed to be watching that, but part of me's I kind of like that he snuck and watched.
Right.
Because you would have done it.
Yeah. Or there'll be times when, okay, guys, let's turn the screens off or whatever, and maybe he has his school laptop under his covers and he's playing on Canva or something. Part of me's I'm kind of okay with it.
Right.
I know he shouldn't be sneaking. I know that he could be doing worse things eventually on devices. I get that, but part of me's I don't know. I kind of like it.
You got to have a little bit of rebellion.
Exactly. I think it's kind of okay. If he had been watching a hard R sexual movie,
Right.
okay, we got a problem. But if you're watching like Batman or Superman,
Even if you like,
that's
listen,
even if it's PG-13, like I'm okay with
I'll be
it.
honest. I walked in and Kaysen was watching Family Guy one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked in and he didn't know I was coming home. And I walked in and I heard that. And as soon as I walked in, I saw him reach for the remote and I said, "Stop.
Well,
I already saw you, buddy." And he goes, "I didn't know it was this funny." And I was like, in my head, I'm going, I respect it. I get it.
It is-
man.
it is really
It is
funny.
a funny show, but it also is very adult themed. I was like, listen, man, I'd prefer you not watch this, but I can understand because I did this too.
Yeah.
And he looked at me like, what? I was like, yeah, I was not allowed to watch Beavis and Butthead.
Right.
You know, but I snuck it and I turned into a decent human. I think it just shows that our kids are going to be good adults. They're going to be able to think outside the box. They're going to find
Yeah.
they're going
Yeah.
to find how to get around things and fix problems. I don't think it's completely going to wreck their brain if they watch an episode here and there.
So I was Bart Simpson's age when I started watching The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And now I am Homer Simpson's age.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'll watch it and it's like, I'm like, oh my God. Like I used to look at it from Bart's point of view. And it's so funny to look at it from Homer's point
Yeah,
of view.
for
It's
sure.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's great because I just am able to be like, oh, yeah, that dumbass kid. Like,
yeah, I'd be beat down too if Bart was my kid.
Right.
So there's something that I've just thought of within this last like week. I'm like, maybe we should let this tiptoe onto the TV screen. So recently we started watching American Gladiators on Amazon.
Okay,
They have a new
yeah.
reboot.
Totally.
And so I watched a little bit of the first episode and thought, oh, this is fine. Like they're not really cussing or anything. And I thought, my kid's going to love this. So I start watching with Davis. He loves it.
How could you
It's
not?
hosted by The Miz.
So does he like the eagle? The anvil?
I don't remember any of the gladiators' names, but it's a great show. It's really fun. It looks like wrestling.
old school?
No, well, it's definitely more WWE.
Oh, okay.
They've WWE defied the original show.
Uh-huh.
It's cool. It's big. It's wild and stuff. And he's really liking it. And then also this week, I started watching this documentary about Hulk Hogan on Netflix.
Okay.
I loved wrestling as a kid. For a solid 5 years, from fourth grade for the next couple years, I really liked it. And so I've just got all this nostalgia watching this Hulk Hogan thing. I know my kid likes American Gladiators, and I'm thinking should we get into wrestling? I don't know. It's such a boy
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
But I don't know anything about it. The clips I see, they're a little bit more racy than they were when I was a kid.
Yeah,
You
they
got
are.
a lot more ladies in it wearing some scantily clothes and stuff like that. But it's also I don't know. I feel like it's such a dude thing to watch wrestling. And some people look down on wrestling. Some people love it. And I don't know where I land with that.
I kind of wish my son liked wrestling because I'd be all about. I'm not a big wrestling guy.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's married to
Our friend's married
my
to
friend-
a superstar.
Yeah, married to Lexi. So I kind of watch because if she's wrestling or whatever, but I'm not. I don't know anybody else. I know
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. I think I know. The
I don't know
Miz.
anyone. I know that Cody Rhodes
Yeah,
is
Cody
the big
Rhodes.
star,
So
but I
I
don't
know
know anything that's happening.
I don't know the storyline. So is it hard to jump in? Do I need to?
And I know
cliff
that
notes?
John
you gotta have a
Cena
couple
is
of
on
weeks
his
under your
way
belt.
out. John
Okay.
Cena's kind of done. He makes an appearance every now and then.
He's
My
retiring.
son knows who John Cena is, but
I don't think you'll get it just watching 1 hour long. Do they have Raw still?
Yeah, they
I
do.
think so. Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I think a month into it, you'll have all the pieces
start
in
picking
place
it
that
up,
you
right?
probably.
Yeah,
You'll
but-
know who the good guys are
Uh-huh.
and who's bad. And
I
stuff
know
like
Logan
that.
Paul's a wrestler in there, and he's
Yeah.
a heel.
He's pretty good.
He is really
He's a good wrestler.
I can easily put it in the trashy category.
Absolutely.
Just dump it right in.
Absolutely.
It's our housewives.
But I can
Exactly.
That's a great.
That's a great
It's our
comparison.
housewives.
But I can also be like, this is as elaborate and well put together as
Yeah.
any Broadway performance.
Absolutely.
Not that it ever is going to get that kind of credit of being part of being cultured and all that. But it's choreographed, it's scripted, it's expertly
Yeah.
displayed.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I have such a you could just
It's definitely a little sleazy. And I remember as a kid, at Walmart, they had some awesome WCW shirts. I was a WCW kid growing
boy,
up
wow.
over WWF. And my parents were like, you're not going to wear a wrestling shirt.
sure.
And so, but now I'm also like, okay, if I let my son watch it, I don't want him wearing a wrestling
Right.
shirt.
Because we all looked at that
I know
kid
it's very
weird.
judgmental and people are going to hate me for saying that, but it's still You can watch it, but maybe
The
not.
only kids that got
Promote
a
it.
pass in my school, from what I remember, shirt-wise, were if you wore a Hulk Hogan shirt, you were cool,
Awesome.
you're fine. Or Macho Man was also okay.
Awesome.
And the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh,
Those
another
were
great
fine.
one.
And then later on, the Undertaker was kind of
Sure.
You're starting to get in that like, hey, dude, that's too far wrestling in. But we get it, but let's not wear it to school.
I still might give it another year or two before I kind of let that come in. But I'm like, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's over the top.
My son,
Maybe not.
my son likes F1 racing.
Oh, really? I've never gotten into it.
I'm trying, guys.
Is it hard?
It's just I don't get it.
But I've heard F1's a little bit more fun to watch than NASCAR.
It is fun because they got the turns and stuff,
Yeah.
and he knows things. He's like, oh, these tires are for this. And I'm like, what?
Oh, I gotta get those tires
Yeah.
sticky and
I'm like,
the
how do you-
drift.
He goes, yeah, one day when I get my McLaren. I'm like, your McLaren?
One day.
The hell are you going to do for a living if you're going to
Yeah,
get a
right?
McLaren?
Jeez.
Well, Dad's still on the wait list, so let's see. Anyway, I think you have to like know the drivers. Like you have to
Yeah.
know that there's beef and stuff. Like I know Max Verstappen.
Yeah,
is
he
like
likes-
a crazy person.
He likes Lando Norris.
Okay, and I don't know. I
He seems
literally
cool.
threw out the one.
And they'll switch teams.
Yeah.
They'll switch
Lewis Hamilton.
manufacturers
Lewis-
and stuff. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton's up there.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's kind of like wrestling, but a little more uppity.
And that's like a high pricey. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
Very.
millions of dollars on just the car alone.
These guys are rich.
Yeah.
I wish I would have become an F1 racer.
Mhm.
I'm too big, though.
Yeah, they got to be tiny. They're like jockeys. They got to be small
Yeah.
and light.
I already told Kason he can't be one. He's not at 6'3", buddy.
Sorry, your sister maybe could. but-
Yeah, maybe Chloe.
Closer to being the horse than the jockey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, fellas, we've done a great job today solving all of the world's problems
That's
and parenting
always, yeah.
issues. It's happened. So,
Trey, go work on that eye contact, buddy.
yeah.
All right.
Well, but as you need to stand up straight right now.
Yeah.
Oh right.
All right,
Hey,
oh, well,
but
listen,
at the end of
I'm
the
Nick.
yeah. I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
And
Don't
remember-
forget-
Oh, dang it.
Stand up straight.
Stand up straight.
The Chatty Daddies Podcast.
Ever wonder who's out there making the world go round? It's truckers. Who unites baristas with coffee beans? Truckers. Who unites dogs with their favorite chew toy? Truckers. That's why Progressive offers truckers even more protection with Cargo Plus coverage to keep truckers moving right along. Quote truck insurance today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Not yet available in California, New York, and Virginia.
As a small business owner, sometimes it feels like no matter how much planning you do, there's always surprises, like an urgent, expensive repair. But here's a surprise you will like. With Progressive, small business owners save 13% on their commercial auto insurance when they pay in full. So enjoy a surprise for once. Get a quote in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
You're listening to this podcast, so I know you've got a curious mind. Here's a helpful fact you might not know yet. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $900 on average. Pop over to Progressive.com, answer some questions, and you'll get a quick quote with discounts that are easy to come by. In fact, 99% of their auto customers earn at least one discount. Visit Progressive.com and see if you can enjoy a little cash back. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $946 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2024 and May 2025. Potential savings will vary.